Okay, right here is a 1973 Mack M-45SX Tandem Drive coal hauler. The M-45 was first introduced in 1963 as part of Mack's M-Series off-road truck line. Now let's go and take a look at the truck, and I'll tell you the history and information about it. Let's go up and take a look at the engine on the truck first. From here, you can get a good view of the big diesel engine that powers the truck. The M-45 was available with Cummins or Detroit power, depending on what the customer preferred. The older units were normally set up with a Cummins NVH diesel, which would produce 450 horsepower. The newer units, however, were normally set up with a Cummins V1710C, which would produce 500 horsepower, or a Detroit 12 V71, again depending on what the customer preferred. And the truck also has a Bendix Westinghouse 25 horsepower motor installed for the air start. Right here you can see the two air intakes and air cleaners, and the pipes to pull the fresh cleaned air down into the engine. These big round tanks that you see mounted behind the axis layer to get on top of the truck are the air tanks. Okay, from under here you can get a good view of the front axle, which is 7-inch diameter by 3/4 inch wall thickness. It's designed for superior strength. And the front brakes on this truck are 2-shoe type. They're cam operated with direct power application. And on the front of the nose of the truck, you can see where it says Mack. Okay, mounted between the operator's cab and the dump box sits the diesel fuel tank, which you can see right here. This holds 150 gallons of diesel fuel. And right here on the side you can see the little gauge that will tell the operator or fuel man how much diesel fuel is inside the tank. And right below the diesel fuel tank, on the left-hand side of the truck, sits the hydraulic oil tank, which you can see right there. The truck features leaf spring suspension in the front, which you can see there. Here you can get a good view of the massive frame. Right here you can see the transmission. That's an Allison CLBT 5960. It's a 6-speed power shift planetary type transmission with an integral torque converter. And here you can see the drive shaft running back to power the rear tires. As you can see, this truck features 2 rear axles. Now let's talk a little bit about this design. The Mack M-45 is what you call a tandem drive off-road truck. And these tandem drive haulers were very popular throughout the 1950s and into the 1970s. Some of the benefits to a tandem drive hauler are: it provides lower loading height and target length. It also makes the truck more back stable and provides better traction in the mud and snow. And also, because of the longer wheelbase, it provides a smoother ride for the operator. The truck features a Mack-designed off-highway bogie, which offers the strength of straight-through and single reduction carriers with Mack Planet Drive reduction in the wheel hubs. This is a 70-inch wheelbase, and the suspension springs on the bogie, which are called semi-elliptic leaf springs, are secured to the axle by rubber mats which minimize wear and absorb vibration. Now from under here, you'll be able to get a good view of the rear differential. And unlike the front brakes, the rear brakes on this big truck are wedge operated. They are self-energizing type for maximum power. They are operated by high-pressure hydraulic cylinders, which receive their power from master cylinders, which are mounted up inside of the frame of the truck. An M-45SX is rated at 45-ton capacity with the standard rock box, but as you can see, this M-45 is set up with a high-volume coal box for hauling coal from a surface mine to a processing plant. This box is 50-ton capacity. Now, let's go up inside the operator's cab. Here you can get a good overview inside the cab of the M-45. Okay, out in front you can see all the gauges for the volts, the oil pressure, the coolant temperature, the air pressure, and the oil temperature. This hand lever that you see that's mounted below the steering wheel on the tree is called the trolley brake. Here you can see the tachometer and the speedometer. Right here is the gear shift for the transmission. 6 forward speeds, neutral, and a reverse. Underneath the passenger seat sits the batteries for the truck. Now the inside of one of the cabs of these M-45s are not very well insulated. And because of this, the cab picks up a lot of noise and vibration from the engine. The cab also will get extremely hot in the summertime, which is why you can see they mounted a little fan here to blow some cool air on the operator when he's driving the truck. And from here, you can get a crystal clear view of what the operator would see if he were driving an M-45. And this big hand lever that you see down here on my left side controls all the functions of the dump box on the truck. This will raise, float, hold, and lower the box. And probably the one feature that I like about this truck the most are the 2 big straight pipes on her, which give the truck a real mean look. And as you can see, the company who owns the truck gave her the nickname Big Red. And as you can imagine, a truck that has a long wheelbase like this needs a big area to turn around. This truck has a 75-foot turning circle diameter. And these M-45s were built up until 1979, when Mack announced that it was withdrawing from the off-highway truck market. In total, 246 M-45s were built. But there she is, a 1973 Mack M-45SX Tandem Drive coal hauler.